Hey, this is Amazin.reacts reacting to a brand new video on my channel. Today's video is titled "The End of Vitaly, Deported to Russia." I don't know how you say his name. Vitaly, Vitaly. I don't know. I just seen. I don't know much about his content before he got in trouble. I just know he was a streamer that went like to a different country and he was like harassing the people as like his content, and then he got into a lot of trouble, ended up going to jail. So that's all I know about the situation. But let's go.
So it has been over 9 months since OG YouTuber turned IRL streamer Vitaly was
Vitaly,
detained over
okay.
in the Philippines, essentially for being a public nuisance over there and harassing multiple people, including several police officers.
I have a very important question for you. Can I shove this up your booty? The shots are kicking in.
Like I don't know who finds stuff like this funny. Like it has to be kids. But even I feel like kids, they would at least look at this as like, I don't know, like you kind of a loser. Like I don't understand who would find this content. Like who would like stuff like this. I don't know.
He's not chasing me. I know.
This was a situation they took very
And if you're not from this country and you watching this video, the reason why he is doing that over there is because he know it's not allowed over here. Like he not gonna do that in America. Well, as a matter of fact, I don't know his content before then. He might have been doing this in America and getting away with it, and he was like, "Let me take this to the world stage." So I don't know, but I feel like he went over there thinking like there was gonna be no like retaliation, so he's doing it.
very seriously, and this man, John Vic Marula, made it his personal mission to ensure that Vitaly would learn his lesson, really trying to make an example out of the streamer.
It's clear he will not be deported just like that.
Oh no, hindi talaga we made a conscious decision not to have him deported.
Oh. Like it's like honestly, like let me know in the comments. It's stuff like this funny to y'all. Like were there ever a point in time in your life, even when you were a kid, that you would watch something like this and like it? Like I don't know, it looks so stupid.
And not only that, he may just move to another Asian country and do the same thing, right? For this contempt.
And things would only
Yeah.
get much worse for him after
Oh, I ain't
Vitaly
even gonna
showed
try
zero
to say his
remorse during
last
the
name.
press conference regarding his freedom, choosing multiple times to make a mockery of both Ramula and their entire justice system.
I wonder how much time he got because he is clowning around a lot. He was clowning around like even when they were having like his court proceeding.
Di po namin siya ititipid. Mananagot siya sa batas dito sa Pilipinas.
And even giving himself a round of applause when they presented some of his nuisance clips in court. Now, after this, we did not hear much besides the fact that Vitaly was moving around their jail system. There were images that alluded to the idea that he got baptized while in the pen, and we mainly knew that the living conditions in these types of facilities are historically unhygienic, overcrowded, and in general absolutely horrific. To make matters
Oh
even
no.
worse for him, both the US and Russia made it very clear that they would not be accepting Vitaly as a deportee from the Philippines, meaning he was like Tom Hanks in the movie Terminal, a man without a true place to
Yeah, he
go.
gotta stay
So,
there.
for the greater part of the last
Oh, so is he Russian or American? Why both of them have a say so on if they gonna accept him?
6 months, it has really been nothing but radio silence on the Vitaly front. But now, all this time later, we finally have an update. As recently around a week ago, there were rumors that something horrible had happened to Vitaly. Some speculated that his hands was actually cut off while in the Filipino jail, but that
Oh
turned out to
man.
be a total hoax.
Oh, okay.
As we now have new images and video of this clown. So basically, this is what Vitaly is looking like now. As you guys can see, he is now sporting a pretty big beard as well as some really long hair. Does anyone else feel like he kind of has some Liver King action going on? Here is an alternate angle for you guys. As y'all can see, the hair is kind of twirling down the back of his neck. And to me, it's quite obvious that the last 9 months did some serious damage to this guy.
How
And
9 months?
here's the footage from the press conference yesterday where Ramula would announce the deportation of Vitaly. And I'll tell you guys something, he is not coming back to America. And obviously, they're almost exclusively speaking Filipino here, but I did
Oh, so he
provide the
going to
English
Russia.
translation for you guys.
Una po ang pag-deport ni Vitaly Social Sobereski, yung Russian vlogger na nakulong for harassment dito sa BBC. He has served out his sentence. He is now on queue for
Oh, so his sentence was what, 9 months?
deportation back to Russia.
So as you guys could see there, Ramula basically announced that Vitaly would be getting deported back to his home country of Russia. Or as far as we know, Vitaly no longer has any real.
He better be glad he did that in like the Philippines. He'd have did that in a different country. Like that one kid that did something in like North Korea. He like spray painted like a picture or something like that. But I remember he got into a lot of trouble. I think they sentenced him like 10 years or something like that. Hard labor. But yeah, he better be lucky he didn't get a harsher punishment.
Real ties to that nation. I don't think he has any family there. His mother currently resides in the US.
Shut up, Chad. Stop scaring my mom. I'm not going to jail. I'm literally gonna have fun, talk to girls, eat some ice cream. I'm not doing anything fucking mom. I'm not doing anything crazy. I'm just having.
I don't understand how can he be this like how is he like not self aware of what's going on?
Out with a child.
So yes, while it is a big win for him that he is finally free, I don't really know what type of life he plans to lead over there. Nor do I think he would be allowed to come back into America anytime soon, which is obviously going to affect his career online. I'll tell you guys about that in a second.
Salamat po, Secretary.
Yeah, it'd be crazy. Yeah, I don't think he'd be able to come back to the U.S. because if you commit a crime or are prosecuted, if you have any like charges in a different country or the country that you're from, I don't think you can come into America unless he's I don't know because it said it was up to America and Russia to decide. Maybe I don't know if he was a U.S. citizen or what. I don't know.
Process po ng deportation sa Bureau of Immigration is nag-issue na po ng deportation order against Vitaly Gorovetsky, ang Board of Commissioners. Ang pag-deport sa kanya ay subject to clearances.
He do like a brand new man now.
At saka yung court.
He done calmed it down.
So essentially, the guy is saying that his various cases in the Philippines are now closed, and so the deportation process should commence from here. Although he does claim that they're still trying to coordinate the exact place that Vitaly will go.
Co-coordinate na rin po kami sa pag-deport ng lugar na yung bansa niya, which is Russia. Si Vitaly po ay
Oh yeah, so you're going to Russia.
green card holder.
Oh, he just had a green card. Yeah, he done ruined that. Then he probably ain't gonna be able to come back to America.
Yung passport of origin. Ang passport niya po ay galing sa Russia, kaya doon po ang processing ng deportation.
And he makes another really interesting point here is that Vitaly does have a green card here in America, but obviously his origins reside in Russia, where he is still a citizen as well.
Let this be a reminder to all our visitors here in the Philippines that we welcome, that we always welcome tourists and visitors. We treat them with respect, and we expect them to follow the same rules as we follow the same rules when we travel. We have no ill feelings against Vitaly. He has served his time, and he has shown his remorse, and he is now a free man when he goes back to Russia.
Dang, they
Just
must
look
did
at
a
the
number
pure
on him.
seriousness of
Yeah,
Vitaly's face this time around.
his tone definitely changed after serving that time.
We don't know what types of things he's seen, if the guy has literally been pissed on, how many bugs he consumed, how many nights he cried on the bare chest of another foreign man while they packed them in those cells like some damn sardines.
So thank you very much.
He's like, get the fuck out of my sight. And honestly, he did make a clear example out of Vitaly. I think he kind of got what he wanted in this situation while also not allowing it to go on for years and years and years, because I do think that that would have been a little excessive at that point. And I will say, in the end, I do think that this was a pretty fair sentencing for Vitaly, as he essentially fucked around and found out. And here's where
Yeah,
things could get really
definitely
interesting
find
for
out.
Vitaly, as we speculate what life could possibly look like for him back in Russia and how living there would affect his career online. They say that he's apparently going back to Moscow. Now, I wasn't aware of this, but in regards to streaming in Russia, and specifically IRL streaming, there is apparently all types of restrictions. Yes, you can IRL stream in Russia, but expect significant major restrictions, like no monetization on YouTube, which I was not aware of, potential blocks on major Western apps, And you also have to be mindful that some live content is restricted, including TikTok. And honestly, I didn't know
Mm.
any of this. That Instagram and Facebook are blocked. Like I said, no
Oh, they
TikTok
lock it
live
down in
streaming.
Russia.
And YouTube monetization has been blocked there since 2022. And also, it seems like if Vitaly tries to be up to his usual antics, basically being a dipshit out in public, that over in Russia they restrict internet censorship and laws against disseminating hostile content, which was pretty much what Vitaly has made his entire career, whether it be the OG pranks, the spicy content, the predator catching that he was doing for around a year before he got into this trouble, and now obviously with the nuisance streams. But either way, we're gonna have to see what happens to Vitaly from here. I mean, personally, I'm glad that the guy didn't like pass away or just disappear. And like I said, I do think
Yeah.
that he spent like a pretty equitable amount of time in jail for the shit that he did. But y'all let me know what you guys think about this situation down below. As always, also want to thank you guys for watching today's video, dropping a like and subscribing. But as you guys know, it's been your boy, the Tan Superman, and some other live streaming idiots out you need to be covered. So I'm out.
All right, so yeah, it gave me a better understanding of what happened. Hopefully he learned his lesson. I think what he served like 9 months. I think that's pretty good because he wasn't doing anything like super aggressive. It was just annoying, and I think going to another country and representing it, like whenever you go to another country, representing where you're from, and to represent even Russia, America, wherever they were saying he was from, with that type of like attitude and doing that type of stuff is like it's uncalled for. So I think 9 months in lockup is pretty good. That's a pretty good lesson learned. It's just so he can learn not to be a goofy. So I agree with that. But if you enjoyed this video, make sure you like and subscribe. I also have a link to this video in the description below. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.